Welcome to Q&A Selling Online, with answers to questions about creating an online empire, promoting products, or building a brand. Your host, private label and e-commerce entrepreneur, Quinn Amorm.
Welcome back to the show, my friends. Today we have with us the head of marketing at Printful. Printful, like you probably know, is a marketing leading print-on-demand drop shipping business that has over 800 employees. Our guest today, Raitis Purins, is the head of the marketing department, like I said, and there's already a team of 50. Raitis, how's it going?
Amazing. Psyched to be on your show. So thanks for the intro.
Thank you. So first of all, congratulations on becoming a dad for the second time.
Thank you. It's an interesting time to become a dad as well.
Do you just have a boy or is it a girl, the new one?
Two boys.
6 weeks. That's incredible. So you still have plenty of sleep all night? No, doesn't bother you?
Lucky for me, I don't have a milk, so I sleep pretty tight. He's not waking me up, so mother's doing all the hard job. I'm sleeping all night. Pretty okay, and my responsibility now is 3-year-old to put him to the kindergarten and just pick him up in the evening.
Okay, nice. So during right now, there's like COVID. There's a bunch of things happening right now. So you are probably working from home, but were you already doing that before or no?
No, most of my team, we work in the office. So most of my team is located here in Europe, in Riga. We have some positions who usually works remotely, but it's because of the little bit extreme working hours. As we have to be really flexible to actually, as our core market is the US, that there's some people who's working from 4 p.m. local time till midnight. So it doesn't make sense for them actually to work from the office. It would be impossible. And we have a bunch of people working also in Barcelona. They go to the office, but for them, they're remote workers. We don't see them anyway. And we have one person actually just in the US helping with the marketing. So it was a quick shift for us. But we started practicing earlier. There was some people already before we made the call that all office employees work from home. We started practicing 3 weeks before. Okay, you now try working from home. We wanted to be more ready than others.
Wow. You know, I find it fantastic. Teams of like marketing teams that size where you go into this building and there's 50 other brains that know marketing and you can sit down and just mastermind all day with these people. The fact that you would get paid to do something so incredible, it's mind blowing. I mean, at least to me, I always wanted to be part of something like that. It's almost like going to a paid mastermind, but you can do it every single day and get paid to do it. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, this is pretty amazing. And working from such a small country as Latvia, it's something insane that I can do that on an international level. So basically in the biggest market of the world, in the US. So it's also something which I'm pretty happy that I'm be able to be part of this. And if you get around cool team around you, it's even better. So it's more fun to do with cool people.
Right. So because of you and your team, I'm willing to bet most entrepreneurs that are listening to this know what Printful is. And but for the ones that don't know, tell me, first of all, what's the print-on-demand business model?
It's already there in those probably two words, print, 3 words, print on demand. So we help anyone to basically get their dream ready. So they could launch their own e-commerce store by offering custom designs on merch, on t-shirts, on posters, or whatever they want. And in old school way, you had to buy expensive equipment. You have to probably guarantee someone a couple of $1,000s for t-shirts. You have to go get them and package them and do that kind of stuff. These days, with print-on-demand drop shipping and Printful as it is, the only thing you need is your laptop. So you create amazing designs. We offer that it's super easy to upload your design to Printful, connect to an e-commerce platform like Shopify, Etsy, Amazon, Webflow, Wix, whatever. we offer mock-ups. So you basically put the designs on the mock-ups. You're able to see how design looks on a shirt. And you just publish it online. So and if you get someone to the website to actually buy that item, we'll be there to fulfill the item and ship to an end customer. And there's one-offs. So there's no minimums, nothing. If you are not actually getting sales, we hope you're getting sales. There's no business for us. So you want to make sure that you're actually running a successful e-commerce business. Otherwise, what's the point? And we are super happy that we have so many thousands of merchants who are actually doing really great job and getting orders and actually taking also of this time of the year that everyone is buying online. So, and I have an example, and I want to use you, if you will allow me, your podcast. So do you have a merch store?
I don't.
Why not? So it's super easy. So you have to just upload your logo. I hope you have a logo of yours.
Yes,
of course you have. So you put on a mug or a T-shirt, and you just publish it. If someone buys one item, they have an opportunity to actually do that. And that's another way how for the podcast to spread the word that something like that exists. Or you can put it as a reward for people who's coming to your show. There's so different kind of stuff you want to do. And it's just, you just need a computer. You don't have to sleep in a warehouse. Nothing.
Raitis, that's fantastic. For one, you just found one of my flaws that I really appreciate because
Sorry for that.
No. I mean, that's wonderful because everybody should, right? Everybody that has a brand or is trying to get something out there more recognizable, they should have their merch because, there are many people that would probably love to have it. I personally would love to buy my own merch. And then, instead of drinking coffee from a mug that interferes with my background, I would be using another one. So thank you for that. Now, when Printful started, I know a lot of companies, when they started many years ago, because I was trying to do that too. I wasn't successful at it many years ago. The only thing that can be done was T-shirts. And then on top of that, not only was T-shirts back many years ago, there was also like minimum quantity. So I couldn't just say, I want a T-shirt that says, I thought we froze for a second. Sorry, I'll do it again. I couldn't just say, I want a T-shirt that says best that in the world and, get one or two. Back then, you had to get a ton of them because they would have to change molds to do the printing. And nowadays, I don't even know if there are molds, if it's just laser technology. I bet you it's just a bunch of computers doing all of this, right?
Yeah. So you're right. Usually you did an old school way. It was a screen printing method. So with your mentioned molds, but technology, it's amazing. It's amazing. So it has changed a lot. So it's now much less expensive to offer your one item with direct-to-garment printer, with DTG. And through us, actually, you can get an access to world-class printing equipment. If you want to run a small store, you will never do that because that one printer costs much, much more than a new Ferrari. So that's insane. Oh. The only thing that printer can do is print 2 T-shirts. And as we have streamlined the process, and as I want to say that Printful is not someone who's good in a clothing business. No, we are IT company first. So there's a bunch of developers who learn how to print on a T-shirt using technology and that in the place. For example, in a warehouse, we have our own app, iPhone app, which we use to manage all the orders. So we see the whole process. There's so many things automatic that we can keep the costs low. So it doesn't matter if the one T-shirt. We can also do that for a pair of leggings, which is put together from scratch. We can do a beanbag, a fanny pack. We now can do embroidery, jewelry. I think with the technology and how it develops, there's no limits, but can actually offer on demand with customized designs, no minimums. And one proof to that is that I think stickers as well. And a couple of years ago, we also thought it's impossible to offer one sticker with affordable price that we can actually get some business. And it's changed. We are now able to do that. You can just buy one sticker if you need. So, and technology develops all the time, and I believe there's no limits what we can offer on demand. I know cars probably.
Well, I did. This is incredible, but this is probably 20 years ago, so it does make sense. But I did look into stickers, and I think at the time, I can't remember if it was 500 or 5,000 was the minimum of each that I had to get, just to break even, because they would tell me that you can get 100, you can get 100 stickers, but it's going to cost you the same. So might as well get 500 because it's going to, the cost per unit will be smaller.
Of course, to maybe still it's much cheaper to order something in bulk, but then you have to pack it, ship it, and you have to store that inventory somewhere, and it's still cheaper to do that. But if you need smaller quantities and you do not know what's happening and you don't want to just deal with warehousing stuff, print on demand is the way to go, actually.
And for somebody, let's say, for example, I have a bit of experience with Shopify, WordPress, WooCommerce, and I guess if I wanted to create a store, and I easily can, and integrate all of this. So if somebody that doesn't know much and they want to, I know the connection with Shopify is always pretty easy and one of the first ones to be developed by most companies. But then you mentioned you can also connect to Amazon, all of that. Is the process very easy if somebody is not very tech savvy?
So with Shopify, it's true. It's the easiest way how to do that. They have the best API, and we have taken advantage over the last years, making sure that's the best possible print-on-demand app there. So, and it's pretty easy with also other integrations. Amazon is pretty challenging because it's probably Amazon. But the easiest way, if you just want to get started and understand, are you capable of actually doing that, is go to the Etsy. So Etsy is the easiest part. With terms of connection, it's pretty similar to Shopify. It's easy. We have manuals in place. We have so many content which actually will guide you from step 1, step 2, step 3 to actually launch a store. And the main difference with Etsy is that it's a marketplace. So if you try your own Shopify store, first day you launch, you'll have 0 visitors on your website. With Etsy, if you pick the right keywords, you will do everything right. You have a potential to reach audience. Even I can do sale. I have one sale on Etsy because I'm still, as a head of marketing, I want to understand what our customers are doing, thinking. I still try to do something in that perspective. And it's the easiest platform. I don't want to build brand. I want to just get into the customer's shoes by trying to sell something. I know I was selling face covering neck gaiters a couple of months ago. I got one sale by just ranking on Etsy search terms. So Etsy is the easiest way how to play around a little bit. Can I do that? If not, and then you can move on if you want to actually launch your own brand on Shopify, on Wix, and in any platform. We offer so many help, and also our customer support reps are super helpful. Because keep in mind, there's no subscription fee for anyone who wants to start using it. If you not be successful, there will be no business for us. So it's our best interest to help you to get to the process, then you get regular sales.
So basically, Printful will not charge me a cent unless I sell. So if I sell, then I get charged something.
Yeah, but if you sell, you earn. Because, for example, our cheapest T-shirt is $9 with one design. And you will sell that for $15, for $20, for $25. It's up to you. So you'll keep the difference. You'll pay us for the product. Yeah. And if you are getting sales, you're earning some money. It's up to you. And we'll not charge you a single cent if you're not order something from us or for your customers.
About shipping, is that that's extra, right? So it's going to be $9, and then you can ship to anywhere in the world, because if I have a Shopify store, I'm going to sell internationally. You can ship internationally.
Yes, exactly. We can't ship for those countries who US can't do the business with, as there's something, but we can do business globally. And for your European customers and soon also Canadian customers, we have fulfillment centers. We have now in Europe. So instead of waiting for a package for 2 weeks and paying customs, we can offer quicker, faster turnarounds with same product, same quality, basically identical product as your US customers also will get. And I think a couple of weeks ago, so maybe it was earlier, we also announced that we'll have a fulfillment center in Canada. So basically, you will be able to do a good business with English-speaking countries. So Canada, USA, UK, hopefully soon also Australia. So you can sell globally pretty much easy from the day one by just integrating with one partner. And that's the magic part. We'll do the routing. If there will be a European customer, we'll route the order to a European facility. You will don't have to worry about that.
So it's all automated. I get an order from Canada. I don't have to do anything. It goes automatically to the Canadian fulfillment center, and everything is done automatically.
Yeah, if we have the product there, but we do not have the Canadian facility center. We're just working on that. So, but it should happen like that. If you're a basic T-shirt, of course, there will be some maybe products you just located in one facility. If you go with a T-shirt, it should happen in that magic way that you can just chill and relax and just enjoy your incomes coming in.
Very good. So that's one of the best points is that everything is automated. You build a site, and then you build it, and they will come. It's not true, by the way. If you build a site, people are not going to come. They have to find you first, and for that, you're going to need SEO. You're going to need marketing. And that's exactly what you do for Printful, right?
Exactly. So if we talk about our customers, it's hard work. It's dedication. So basically, if you are currently having a full-time job, you should be ready to basically put all your free time into that to actually get something successful. You can play around and be happy for one order and then last 3 months, but probably that's what you're not aiming. So honestly, 9 out of 10 customers will fail because they will not be ready to put the time at this. We can sell it as a super easy, but for you to actually launch an e-commerce store, to actually get it running, it's pretty challenging. You have to invest a lot of time. And you mentioned I'm managing marketing teams. So SEO, pay-per-click is what my team does, content generally. And how we look on the content. So I think I mentioned previously that my team is teaching others how to do marketing, because it's super easy for you to get. If you have a design, it's plug and play on our platform with Shopify. You can launch an e-commerce store. Basically, you put the design in it, upload mockups, publish, it's there. But when you have to do the marketing, it's probably the place where you have the most struggle. So you have to probably be ready to invest some money, do some proper SEO, making sure that actually someone else besides your mom, dad, or friends will visit your website and purchase something. Believe me, your family will buy something, but you're not aiming from them. So you have to get someone else. So, and in our perspective, how we acquire customers, it's SEO. SEO is king. It's something I put on the slide in the last all hands presentation, because for a while we have stopped running ads in the US because we have to manage the volume, and we are getting anyway a lot of customers because it's time when people spend time at home. E-commerce is booming, all that kind of stuff. And we did a great job at SEO. People naturally is coming to our website by just Googling, and they feel need that they want to find something like that. So if you do a proper job, you'll get free marketing. It's the best possible thing. And of course, we will continue to invest more in ads, because you're saying that probably what is Printful. But most of the people have no idea that it's so easy to launch an e-commerce store. I'm using some comparison that it's longer to get a burger an In-N-Out joint drive-through line than actually can launch an e-commerce store. That's the situation. But not so many people are aware of that. So we have to drive recognition of the whole print on demand category. That's something like that even exists. So we are spending also a lot of money on ads. We are doing some affiliate marketing. So that's plays a game. And you also mentioned the Shopify. We also started with the Shopify app. At the start, we had our own API, but then we quickly created integration with Shopify. And partnerships has been great. So any e-commerce platform also needs someone to sell something. So if you have an idea, you want to sell you're selling books and that kind of stuff, but you have no idea, then apps like us, or maybe general dropshipping apps, plays a huge role, because you can offer them to sell something by just using your laptop. You don't have to do anything. So that's also been really helpful for us. And I want to finish it with the word of mouth marketing. And the one thing we appreciate and put really high is the quality of our products. And not just the products, the print quality, the product, everything in place, but every aspect, including customer support. So basically, we have more than 100 customer support reps. And by providing a good quality there in every aspect, people who are using us, people who are doing business with us will naturally share the word that something like that even exists. Hey, who's helping you run your e-commerce store? Are you sleeping in a warehouse? No, there's Printful. Check it out. They will be happy to share. Oh, you have a cool T-shirt. Where did you get? At Printful. So if you're doing a great job, people will talk about that. And it's something we have. Also, we help that as well, not just the quality, but that's the main point.
Nice. So besides having something like, for example, on my podcast, which I hadn't thought of having those there, but also what I did think of before, which kind of is the same thing, I can have it not just for trying to build a store for profit, but I can have it there to get brand recognition for a brand that I already have, where I don't care about making profit. I'm going to pay for them myself, but I can do, giveaways with mugs, because at this point I can print anything I can think of, right? I can print
not copyrighted stuff though, but you can print anything.
Yeah, no, I mean on anything. You can print on a dog food bowl.
No. So we have anything up to 330 items which we have in our catalog, and it's T-shirts. There's different kind of stuff: mugs, posters, backpacks, leggings, bikinis, shirts, jewelry, hats. So we offer, and you can't come with your own item, because we have worked on that process that it's super streamlined, that we can keep the cost low. We don't have to do testing. For us to add a new product, it takes a while. So we have done that before adding the product, of course, the mockups. But yeah, you're right. You can use us for different purposes. I know to run a social cause campaign as well. Then you donate some part of, or the whole revenue to some social cause. You can give us as a reward as well. So if someone maybe refers you a customer to your business, you ship him a mug or something else. If you're running a company, you don't want to, maybe it's not an e-commerce solution, but you want to provide a new swag for every employee who starts your company. Don't keep that in your inventory. Just order on demand as customers are, as new employees joining. There's so many ways how we can just get rid of the inventory and just do it on demand.
Yeah, and for somebody that has a high customer lifetime value, it's probably worth it. For example, to say that everybody that joins my mailing list can get a T-shirt. So for $9, you get an email. Not only you get the email, you're going to get the person's full address and phone number, because you have to ship it to them. So if you have a high lifetime value, I would pay $9 to acquire a customer. I mean, they won't all become a customer, but you can market to them for free, since they opted in, and now they wear a T-shirt with your brand. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I think there's so many different ways how to take advantage of this, which previously was much, much harder to do when it was the old school way.
So there's one thing that I noticed on your LinkedIn. You mentioned that you had a Printful fulfillment warehouses, and I wanted to know if this is something that I can take advantage, so I can get next day shipment. So I want to ship things really fast. Can I order 50 of my own T-shirts and let's say 100 of my hats and 100 coffee mugs, prepay them, you store them, they're already done, and then I can get really quick fulfillment? I don't have to wait. Is that possible?
Yeah, it's something we launched a couple of years ago. We have our warehousing fulfillment, basically similar to fulfillment by Amazon, which people are more familiar. Mm-hmm. And you can order our items in bulk. You even will get a discount for that because you're ordering in bulk. And you can become fulfillment and warehouse like service user at Printful. And yeah, we will store them. And if someone buys, we actually will ship on the next day. It's 1-2 days to ship. I think fulfillment time, we are aiming to decrease it. So instead of our average, which usually is 2 to 7 days, average 4 or 5 days, you get much, much quicker turnaround, and you can actually sell this to your end customer as well.
Nice. That is super cool. That is actually a fantastic option.
Yeah, and you can also use that for returns. So as people want to return stuff, we can hold that return in the warehouse fulfillment, If you get exactly the same design, same size, same color, we'll match it with the product, and instead of creating an item, we'll just use that one which we have in our warehouse.
Cool. So you're saying sometimes you get a return of a I don't know, let's say a T-shirt, and the person just bought it, received it, opened the box, and then decided they don't want it anymore. If the product is brand new, can we send it back and get it repackaged?
Usually it works that it's automatically returns to us because of the wrong shipment address. I don't think that, and what you explained, I don't think it's worked like that. I haven't heard. Usually you get returned something in back that he just refused to. He was just in a postal office for a couple of days. It just automatically returns, and we can just use it again for the next order if it matches exactly the same design there.
Okay, gotcha. And so before I let you go, tell me something. If somebody would start a e-commerce store right now doing print on demand, they would, and I would recommend, and I know you would too, they need a little bit of SEO because organic traffic is always the best because it's free. What would be like the low-hanging fruit? Where should they start with doing what type of let's picture it's a Shopify store. Where should they start optimizing for SEO?
For SEO, do you think? So before you're getting an SEO game, it depends of the niche you're actually selling to. So the main thing you have to do is understand what is your customer. I know in the super basic way, it's a cat lover or dog lover. And that will take a role. So you have to figure out what's the competition there for that keyword. How easy is to rank. So you can, the easiest tool which everyone can use is SEMrush. And that's something you can, they have a lot of guides there as well, how to actually getting started with SEO, how you can identify your low-hanging fruit. You want the fruit to go after that. So that would be my entry point. Even before you get to the SEO, start with a niche and then understand what kind of niche you want to target. Don't go after everyone.
Yeah, I like that. It's, I mean, I'm not advertising for anybody, but I use SEMrush, I would say every single day, probably 10 times. It's just, I mean, it's so easy because we can do the same work maybe or something similar without them, but it takes a second to click on it. I have the Chrome extension too, and it's incredible. So one more thing. Yes. I saw, pardon me, I checked your Instagram where you have 140, at that time of the recording, 143,000 followers. You're obviously pretty big in social media. Is that a priority?
Social media, as Instagram, it's one of the main channels, but it doesn't play a huge role in our business. It's the way how we can interact with our customer base. And actually, those followers are growing because we're spending a lot of money on ads. So it's naturally what you get in return. We're spending some money on ads, you get also followers, and that's our main KPI. From social media, I think YouTube is one of the main beneficial channels as well for us to not just educate customers, but also to acquire new customers, because we create a little more generic content there, and by how to price my products, how to get ready for the holiday season, which works not just for Printful customers, but anyone who's into e-commerce. So in that way, we are showing that, hey, here's Printful, you can do that. And the one thing which also works for us is on Facebook, but not the Facebook page, but our Facebook group, on which we have 11K members currently as for recording. So they are not probably the biggest customers, but most engaging, most active customers. And if you post there something, you want to get a feedback, or sometimes they also complain a lot as well, because it's a public space where you have to manage. So it's also a check-in what we can... reality check for everyone who's there. So, and there we get a much bigger engagement, and it's another channel how to work with our existing base. So that's the way. And currently, everyone is talking about TikTok and Snapchat. I will not talk about. And it's something which anyone into the e-commerce should explore is Pinterest. We are just getting baby steps there, actually. And it's channel I'm pushing my social media team to explore more and more. But something you can, if you do it right, you can actually create as a machine which brings you traffic every day, and it brings you as well sales, because it's inspiration board. And if you are looking for inspiration for a gift for someone, it's good to lead your T-shirt or your product to your website. So it's also a way how to take advantage of that. And not everyone, I think it's not everyone thinks that Pinterest is a social media channel, but it's the way.
Yeah, that's one of the platforms I don't know much about. I have an account on Pinterest and it's being managed by somebody else because they are the expert and I'm not. So I don't even know how it works. I know there's something. I know something myself, pretty cool. You know, if you're
similar,
on,
it's similar to me as well. That it's some kind of cool channel I use to get inspiration, but someone else has to do the job.
You know, if you go on Pinterest on your phone, if it's an iPhone, it will not lock. Normally, the phone will auto lock after a few minutes, but if you're on Pinterest, your iPhone will not lock. That's
why.
I don't know, but I found out by accident because my wife would look at Pinterest recipes and pull them up on her phone and have the phone open and then be cooking, have the phone open, and the phone will not lock. It will not auto lock. You can manually do it. And I'm like, how is that possible? That has to be, the app is really special then. That my phone will not. It would override the phone settings, basically.
But it's the same with the Netflix. So Netflix also on YouTube will not be auto lock as well. So it's if you're playing video.
True, but that's on video, yeah. So do you know right now how much you spend on ads monthly for Printful?
We stopped a little bit, but it's a couple $1 million every year at this stage, and we are scaling it up. So it's an answer I can provide to you.
Yeah, beautiful. And if people want to, learn more about Printful, I know all you have to do is go to Google and type probably print on demand or Printful. But why don't you give us a few links where people can find out more?
So you can basically find us anywhere by searching Printful. But of course, the easiest way is printful.com. And I actually have an offer for your audience. You can get $5 off for your first order by entering a coupon code, FAILFAST together. And it's available just for only first new users. So it's some carrot what you can use to actually get started and order something for yourself or just explore and check out quality. So FAILFAST at printful.com.
There you go. Beautiful. And that's all one word in capitals, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. Just together, FAILFAST.
Perfect. So everybody, you heard them. Check it out. Go to printful.com, enter FAILFAST at checkout, and you'll get a discount of $5. Raitis, thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you. And I know we're definitely going to do business together because I'm going to get my merch for the podcast, for my brands and everything. So.
Yeah. Thanks. It was amazing to be part of the show. Thank you.
Thank you.